Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas from Hut for. Try that again. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas from us here at Wasted Talent and from me, Freddie Adu. Back again today with another episode of the York Save. We have a couple of games today. First, one in the league against Braintree and one in the FA Cup qualifying round, fourth round I think, against Alfreton at home. I'm hoping for a cup run, so I'm hopeful that we can win that. Now, if we just have a quick look at the league table, you'll see that we're no longer joint top. We have fallen a point behind Lincoln, and we are no longer unbeaten. If we go over to schedule, you'll see that the first game I played without you guys after the last episode was against Tranmere at home, and we lost 2-0, and Stephen Craney got himself sent off right in between their two goals from Andy Cook. Now, if you look at those 6 point somethings down here, then you'll see that this wasn't a particularly good performance from us at all. Yes, Tranmere are probably on paper the best team in this league, but to lose 2-0 at home to them, I was really disappointed. Next game up was another tough game against Dover. Now, because of some of the really poor performances in here, particularly the 6.1 from Alex O'Hanlon, I dropped him for the next game and I put in Simon Heslop, who is a player that is at York City in real life and I think is their club captain in real life. I've replaced him with Craney. Ball midfielder, I was playing him as box to box and his stats are dipping off badly and they weren't that great to start with, but you will notice the 12 long shots. Now, I don't know what happened here, but he went on a mad one, and in the space of two games, these two games here, he scored 2 goals in each, all 4 of them world class, and I'm going to show you all 4 right now. So in this game, we actually went ahead in the 7th minute with his first goal. Now, I was actually disappointed not to win this game with the balance of it because they scored from 2 corners. One of them we fouled them and they scored the penalty. The other they actually just scored from the corner. Both goals from their right back, Sam Magri, I'm not sure. And our 2 goals were worthy of getting much more than we did. And here is Heslop, and bang! Pick that one out. Fuck me. And then his second goal in injury time in the first half. If memory serves us even better, yes it was. Weak foot, left foot volley, half volley, into the top corner. Absolute belter. But yeah, as I say, it's a draw at home. Dover are one of the stronger teams in the league, but we should have been winning that. I'm actually disappointed with both of these results, and I was pretty annoyed with the team. I think it was after both these games I gave quite harsh team talks, because despite the 8.9 from Heslop saving as the performances from the rest of the team were at best okay and at worst 5.9 from Clovis, who gave away the penalty which hurt his reign. But then we've come back. Barrow, another of the stronger teams in this league, away from home, won 2-1 again with 2 Simon Heslop goals. Now Heslop's first goal came from the kickoff and I couldn't believe it. So like I say, that's from the kickoff. He has the long shot, keeper barely saves it, little retrieves, set it away, and then bang. Keeper could have done better with the second one, yes, but it's a full volley. And I was in a Skype call with Franny at this point. I was going mental about him, going absolutely mental about this guy. Why haven't I been starting him? And then he scored an even better one, probably the best one that he scored. Headed away there. O'Hanlon picks it up and plays it in across. I think it's headed out and then bang. Oh, what a boy. What an absolute boy. And his coming into form happily coincided with the loss of form for my bro, Richard Brodie. 6.7 there, 6.3, 6.6. He dropped off a little. And I don't think he did anything in... Oh, no, he scored the winner in this one. Was it Geisley where he didn't do anything? Yeah. He did come back for us and get a winner in this next game against Aldershot. A very poor game, this one, at home, but 1-0 win, 3 points on the board, happy with it. And then in the last match before I'm joining you here now against Geisley, a decent defensive performance apart from Rooney, who had a bit of a bad one. but two kind of late on goals. Jason Williams on his full debut off the bench, coming off the bench for I think Brody, and picking up a goal right at the death and got himself the Man of the Match award. So very nicely done. It was a counter-attack. He just ran himself clean through. It was a very well taken goal. And another useful 3 points, and that brings us to Braintree, who are currently 10th in the league, away from home. That'll be a tough game. And then Alfreton in the FA Cup, 4th qualifying round. Whereabouts are Alfreton? They are the league below us, so hopefully we should be able to win that. Just to quickly run you through the squad again, some of these average ratings have fallen due to the slightly poorer run that we've been on. Heslop, though, 4 starts. His 3 appearances off the bench came before this run of games where he's been starting. He started the last 4 in a row. He scored 4 goals, 2 assists, and a man of the match at 7.56. He might well get a run in the team for some time. Barbier has still been playing very well at centre-back, but he is now on international duty again. Brody, in possibly the most devastating news of this season so far, is injured for 4 to 5 weeks. His goals per game has fallen. I think last time you saw it, it was 11 from 9. Now only 12 from 14, but still the vast majority of the goals in this team come from him. I mean, if we just search by this, actually, yeah, Little and Heslop now add up to have his goals. That's actually not as dominant as I thought, but even so, that's a big miss. He's been man of the match in just shy of half of our games, so I'm going to need him back and hopefully back on form. But Andy Little, let's not gloss over his performances. 8 goals and 6 assists from his 12 games. That's outstanding form. But with Scott Fennick also injured for 3 to 4 weeks, I am now down to just the 2 strikers. Jason Williams is going to have to start. And if he doesn't do well, although he's made 1 sub appearance and got a goal and an assist and a Man of the Match award, so maybe he will do well. But if he gets injured, or if him or Andy Little fall out of form, we may have to switch up this tactic that by and large has worked really well. And so the team for this match then, in goal, Leatherin, Rooney, Robinson in at centre-back, who's played pretty well there the last few games. Higgins comes in for Barbier, who is out on international duty. Craney in at left-back. Actually, just changed my mind. I'm going to put Finch in for this game, not Clovis. Heslop and O'Hanlon. Yep, I'm going to go with that pairing in there. Connolly at the advanced playmaker position. Williams in at target man, something he doesn't feel particularly comfortable doing, but he has reasonable stats for doing it. He's 6'4". 6'4". He's 6 foot. He's got a decent bit of strength. He's got some pace. 5 heading though. Would Little be better doing it? Also 6 foot. Yeah, but he's no strength. Lack of heading ability aside, and passing. The thing is though, there's no position that I can put Jason Williams in that he's actually going to be that great at. And I'm not playing a poacher, so tough shit. You're playing target man, do as best you can, mate. And I brought Chicken in for O'Hanlon. Change my mind at the last minute. I want to do that. If I want to do that, I'll do that. Well, these 2 colour contrasts are nice down here. The bile and the hideous yellow. Oh, that burger van's making me hungry. Oh, there's a highlight. Leather and hoofs. Can we win it? Williams isn't a target man, is he? Even try and jump for that. Here's Connolly. What can you create, mate? Can lay it back to Finch. Got plenty of men in central midfield. Like nice little knock it around, wait for the space to occur. Don't get caught in it though, Heslop. There's Higgins. Just lay it off simple. Don't try anything. Okay. And here comes their attack then. Chicken win that. Yes, excellent Chicken. Connolly. Excellent ball for Little. Can you finish, mate? Left peg. Yes, he can. Near post. Dave Besant in goal. Could have done better. But Andy Little gets the goal for us on his left foot. Good finish at the near post. I'm going to have another look at this attempt at goalkeeping though. It didn't look great, did it? Excellent ball from Connolly. Poor defended from Ashton. And yeah, keeper's got to be saving that, mate. Sorry, man. Got to be saving that. Sam Besson. Are we in for a 3rd nephew of the series? Let me get my phone and get my Google. I can't find my phone. Where have I put my phone? Oh, well, never mind. I'll check after the fact and I'll put it in text on here. Oh, corner for them right at the end of the first half. Please don't concede now. Bounced around a bit and Williams got it clear. Having every player name on really doesn't help on things like corners because it's really difficult to see what's going on. But for the rest of the time, it is really handy. Oh, blocked on the line by Leatherman. Good stuff, man. Still not over though for the half. Here's Beer. Good ship. Oh, a bit of space for there, Williams. And a header and a goal. One apiece. Got a bit spare there for Thomas. Luke Thomas at the back post. Good header into the bottom corner. Not too happy with the defending though to let Williams get this free. That's not good at all. Good ball in though. Rooney's got to do better with that header. 6'3", mate. You got to jump. I'm told them that I'm far from pleased. Now, that is actually the truth. I'm far from pleased because of how late we conceded in that half, and they are looking fired up now. So hopefully that'll have the desired effect. So 73rd minute, and there hasn't been a highlight in the second half yet. Williams has not played well at all. So I am actually, for the first time in this save, actually no, the second time in this save, first time whilst live coming in this save, I'm going to switch to wingers. Switch to winger on support, change the fullback to support on both sides. No, fullback please, fullback on support on both sides, winger on support on both sides. Who have I got who can play right wing on the bench, please? Somebody. I've got two, yes. Justin Johnson. Aidan Connolly's knackered, but I'm going to leave him on a little bit longer just because that is his now natural position where hopefully he can do some damage. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as that for now. Justin had a good response to his team talk as well, so hopefully he can do the business for us here. Come on, lads. 85th minute, still no second half highlight. This game has fizzled. Ryan Wintle can come on at left wing, and no, he can't. Jeez. But he's going to. But actually, Ryan Whittle's natural position is right wing, so I'll just swap him with Justin, who can play left wing to a decent level. So let's swap those over. And what's the other sub? I think I'll bring O'Hanlon on for Finch. Swap him. No, and then just swap his role to halfback on. Oh, there's only defend. Okay. Halfback is the one I think is, isn't it, where it's like the role somewhere between that and aggressive stream and defensive midfield or halfback. Nope, that isn't what I wanted. I meant I meant register, and he can't do it. DLP then, mate. DLP on support. Fuck it. Chance for them. Please don't lose it now. Get that header away. Alright, push out. Push out. Don't let them shoot. Oh, you'll get them getting to the byline. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. No. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, thank fuck for that. Got away with it massively. Oh, we should be winning this game so comfortably. These are not a good team, and we're drawing it 1-1. Oh, that's so barely offside. It's offside based on leather and not chicken. No, you're offside rule, guys. And it might not be over. Isaac with another corner for them, deeper this time. Header, and it is 2-1. That's going to stand from Carl Clinton. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. So, corners are a problem then. We keep conceding from corners. Maybe I need to work on the defences to jump for the header, guys. For fuck's sake. And that will be that. I'll throw us onto overload just for the sake of it. But that will be all she wrote. Unless Heslop can come up with a wonder strike again. Wintle, come on, mate. Put a cross in. That's woeful. But that'll be all for the game. 2-1 defeat away. Against a decent team in this league, but not a good one. A game that we shouldn't be losing anyway. I'm going to calmly tell them that wasn't good enough. That isn't enough then, is it? So assertively not happy. Assertively not happy. Assertively not happy. Has any player not responded? Rooney, you've fallen off, mate, since the beginning of the season. Your position, that best right back in the club in terms of, statistic wise, is back from injury now. Your position might be in jeopardy, pal, unless you book your ideas up. And we are now 4 points behind Lincoln, and now only 4 points ahead of Dagenham. So there's only one automatic spot anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we're between second and third where we are. But I want to keep as close to Lincoln as we can. I want it to be that if we can beat them, then we'll go above them. And at this point, that isn't the case. But with the first game of the episode over, you know what that means. It's time for the Outbreak Questionarium. Today's question: how many men did the Grand Old Duke of York have?
Yorkie, please, mate.
You're not a bird, are you?
No.
Explain the offside rule then.
A player cannot be in an advanced position of the opponent's last defender when the ball is played.
Open that. Stockings are tight.
Stockings.
Oh look! A big hairy spider! You know, that wrapper really brings out the beautiful blue of your eyes.
Really?
Yorkie, 5 big masculine chunks of chocolate. It's not for girls.
And so the question for today's Outbreak Questionarium was, how many men did the Grand Old Duke of York have? If you answered 10,000, you're wrong. The answer is... Shia LaBeouf. Welcome back. So, for this FA Cup qualifying match, I'm actually going to use it for a little bit of an experimentation. Now, Barbier is back from international duty, but on 74%. I think I'm going to have to start him because I just feel so much better about our defence when he's in it. And especially after that last game, losing it at the death. He's back in. Even on 74%, he's back in. He'll have to get subbed off at some point, but that's fine. Calgill is also back in. I've replaced both centre-backs. And Rooney is out of the team for Oyabanjo, as I threatened him with at the end of last game. His stats aren't great for an attacking fullback, but in this formation, we don't need them. Fullback is on support, so I think he can do a good job. Craney in, obviously. Clovis is in for this game. Chicken is in at the box-to-box midfield spot. Heslop comes out. Alex O'Hanlon back in, and we're playing with wingers. Justin Johnson on the right, and Aidan Connolly on the left, with Andy Little up top. This is an experiment to see if this formation will work for this team in the absence of our good striker, in the absence of our lover, Brody. When he's back, I dare say we'll go back to the other formation, but for now this one will do. We also get 2 extra bench spots for this game, with it being FA Cup, so Matty Dixon, back from injury, can come onto the bench, maybe get some fitness if we're doing well, and Galbraith, a winger that I haven't used yet, is also on the bench. They both have full understanding of this tactic, so that's excellent stuff. And Andy Little is now injured. Do I have a striker on the bench? I think I do. I think I've got Justin Johnson. What was his name? Jason? I'll find out in a minute when I have to sub him on. But this highlight first, O'Hanlon on the ball. Little makes some movement, mate. It's only a sprained wrist. I shouldn't start playing football. Get one of them Vardy protectors. Here is Little. Johnson. Good overlapping run, but he's gone back inside for O'Hanlon instead. Look for Connolly. There you go. Chicken. Bit of space for him. It's decent football, but it needs a bit of penetration. And there's the penetration. Andy Little is in and he scores. So I will sub him off then. He's scored a goal. He's started the game well for us. Jason Williams. Did I say Jason? I will learn your name one day, mate. I promise. Maybe. Probably not. You're only on loan. Fuck you. But yeah, I asked for penetration, and it's a great pass from Johnson through for Andy Little. Defenders could have done better, could have tracked the run better, but it's a good finish, and it's 1-0. Okay, Allen with a throw in for them. Surely that had to be intentional that he threw that to Johnson, because that was just literally to him. But here they come with Westcar. No, they don't. Camjo. Clovis, my boy. Getting in there. Here's Craney. For Chicken. What you got, Jalfrezi? Out wide to Connolly. What can Connolly do on a wing? He's not done really that much as an attacking midfielder. Oh, what a ball that is. Williams brings it down and slots it home. Excellent finish. Maybe he only works when he comes on as a sub then, because when I started him in that last game he was awful. So maybe he should just be a super sub for me. I'll bear that in mind. But this is a great ball from O'Hanlon over the top. This first touch from Williams, that's beautiful, that's world class. And the finish is decent. 2-0. Looking comfortable to go through into the FA Cup proper. I think this gets you into the FA Cup. This might be like the penultimate I don't know how many qualifying rounds there are for the FA Cup, man. I hope this is the last one, and that this gets us into the first round. Johnson on the ball to Chicken. Well tackled. Here's Hearn for them. Can Clovis close them down? No, he can't. It's going to be their attack. Hearn. Slip past Barbier is Omarovic. Back for Hearn. He's got space. He plays Westcar and it's 2-1. Good, well worked goal from them. Well worked goal from forgotten what their team's called. Alfreton. Good, well worked goal. Yes, I'm paying attention. Shut up. And that'll be that for the first half. 2-1 up. You know what? Team Tut's coming then. Guard against complacency. Don't get complacent, boys. Don't throw this away like we did the last game. And Craney is now injured. For fuck's sake, they're dropping like flies, man. Have I got someone who can play left back on the bench? I do not. Is there someone who can play left back on the pitch? There is not. Oh dear. Andy Little can, but he's already come off injured. Now it turns out that Alex O'Hanlon can actually do a job at left back. What's his best role as a left back? Defensive fullback. But no, we're going to stick in with fullback support. So Alex, thank you, my friend. You can do a decent job in there. And so I've brought Heslop in for Craney. But 2 injuries to 2 key players for this team is not what I was hoping for. Bobby, I've just seen that 49%, so he'll have to come off as well. This hasn't gone great, has it? Connolly with a free kick, 88th minute. Put a decent ball in, mate. Let's get a third. Let's get this wrapped up or not. Here's Monkhouse. Bob Monkhouse. Clovis clearly fouled him, but it's not been given, and Williams is through. A good save by Spice. That was a foul by Clovis. That was so clearly a foul. I don't know how the referee didn't give that, but whatever. Connolly with the corner for us. Put it deep, mate. That's not deep enough. Clovis will retrieve, but I dare say that's the highlight. Got away with it. I thought it was going to be like a booking or something. I thought, why are you showing a highlight for just a booking? Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that's... the referee's right there. That's abysmal. We'll have a look at his referee rating at the end of the game. And this will be the final highlight then. So, we go through in the cup, which I wanted, which is good. I don't know about this tactic though, because this is a team from the league below, and we've only beaten them 2-1 at home in this tactic, and we've got a couple of key injuries as well. I think that'll be 3 of our 4 strikers at the club injured now. So the guy I brought in on loan as a cover, that might have been a bit wasteful to bring him in. I might not have needed him. Oh, I need him now because everyone but him is injured. So I might be playing this wingers tactic for a little while, but even if it doesn't end up doing well, I want to get Andy Little and Brody in the team at the same time. I'm going to tell them I got away with that. Yeah, do want to get those 2 in the team at the same time, so it will be the 4-1-2-1-2 formation whenever we can do that, whenever we have enough strikers fit to do that. Referee rating 8.8. So that must have been the only thing he missed then, but it's a pretty fucking glaring thing to miss, particularly if we'd scored from that and it affected the game. So one piece of good news is that there's no sign of an actual injury for Andy Little, so he did just sprain his wrist in that match and he was fine after the fact. 2 bad things though. Danny Barbier is jaded and needs a rest, and I need him in my defence badly. I might have to rest him though, I might just have to do it. And Craney, 5 to 6 months with a damaged Achilles tendon. Is my second best left back yet? I don't think he is quite. Alex Whittle now in a week. So who else have I got then? Let's go onto the tactics screen because that shows this best. Who else have we got who can play left back? Ben Barber. I played him in one game and he was crap. Might play Alex in there until other Alex is fit. But there's some selection headaches coming my way in the very near future. So join me next time for another episode of the York City Save, which will hopefully go better than this one. Hopefully we can rein back in on Lincoln, who are still undefeated in the league. In fact, when do we play them? I know I looked at the end of the last episode, but I've forgotten. Oh, we play them here. Next episode will be 2 home games, Dagenham and Redbridge and Lincoln. Where are Dagenham in the league? They're 3rd. Yep, that'll be the next episode then. Next episode, Dagenham and Lincoln at home. We need to win both of these and do well in between. So join me for that. Hit like on the video if you did like it. Leave me a comment below if you didn't and tell me why not. And I will see you next time, motherfuckers. Oh yeah, and Merry Christmas.